Tampa set to take on the Bucs as Chicago looks for win number 6 in their last 8 against Tampa. It's a Week 7 clash in the NFC, and it's coming your way next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in April's draft, the rookie from North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something that's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throw left side complete. That's Connor. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 8th season in the league, and that's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Garoppolo's throw taken in here by Fuller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Play action. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Under pressure, they got him again. Tyus Bowser, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Lance looking to throw it. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First carry for James Conner. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown. Garoppolo now, first down throw.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
That catch good for only a couple. On second down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. There's Garoppolo to throw. On the check down, it's Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Garoppolo looks to throw. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. 7 yards the pickup there. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So that'll back them up 5. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So a big run for AP, and when you look at the total package, everyone knows the level of player he's been in this league, but what really impresses you about Adrian Peterson?
I have to go back to the nickname his father gave him, which is AD, which stands for all day, because he never stopped. Morning, noon, night, and that's how he plays the game. No plays over. He always tries to finish things, and he thinks that each and every run he makes is going to take him all the way to the end zone.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year, and the Bears have taken the lead.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He'll leave this one for White.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Peterson running right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Now Peterson running right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
On 2nd down, Peterson stiff-armed him. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Peterson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
K'Lavon Chaisson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Fuller run show Fatukasi.
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw hauled in by Washington. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And CD, congratulations are in order because he just passed Barry Sanders and moved into 3rd place all-time on the NFL rushing list.
And just think of what that gives him in terms of cachet, in terms of respect, because many people think Barry Sanders is the greatest running back that's ever played. Now, on the all-time rushing list, 3rd, ahead of him now, how about this? Walter Payton and Emmitt Smith.
That's pretty good company, folks. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap, but it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Bears on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and goal. Peterson. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They're going option play on third down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Pat Freiermuth, his second touchdown on the season, and the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on offense. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Garoppolo. And Pascal's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Got an open man. It's Washington. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 27, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half,
he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they've had their way running the football, well over 100 yards already as a team, with 2 more quarters still to come. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. And this is Parker, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun now for Lance. Escaping the press and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They start with a give to Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd and 2, Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen. Throwing now is Garoppolo, and it's 3rd down. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 1st touchdown on the year, and the Bears will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On 1st down, Lance. There's another one complete to Chenault. Pushes past him. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. James Conner with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you're thinking guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Gay is on for the point after. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got Fuller. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And Lance now to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Draymond Jones in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Draw play, Ingram now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Ingram. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give to Peterson running right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
2nd and 5. Lance looking to throw it. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lance now on 1st down.
He's got White here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now Lance again.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
They'll set them back 5.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Lance now on 1st down. Here's Freiermuth again.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run again with Peterson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyler Higbee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Afadi Adenabo in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance, now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's to Parker. What a catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st down, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.